Hello, welcome to scr1tno Knitting Project. My name is Sharon and this is episode 110. Today is the 12th of October 2021 and it's Tuesday. I'm recording a day late. I just didn't get my act together yesterday. Welcome if you are a new viewer and welcome back if you're a returning viewer. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is my knitting project. It's all about my knitting. It's in the title. Oh, that's a really bad description, isn't it? Okay, you have to bear with me. I'm vlogging, so that makes me really much more informal with the camera, and I find it hard to switch back when I'm podcasting, so apologies, but thank you for joining me today. We have got some prizes to give away, I have some knitting to share, and I have hit 1,000 subscribers, which I cannot believe. I'm blown away. Thank you so much. So I have a 1,000 subscriber giveaway to do. So before we do anything else, let's go into admin and I'll show you what the prize is. So I am donating this beautiful little sock sack from my personal stash. I've gone Christmas because, you know, it's October, but also it's woodland animals as well. So hopefully it's quite generic. And this beautiful sock yarn as well. It's called Candy Canes and it's by Yorkshire Dale Yarn. It's all also really pretty. There'll be a few other little bits and pieces in this too. So what should I come up with? I was going to come up with something for you to tell me. My brain has absolutely what it was. So I'd like you to comment below this video because that's the easiest way for me to do it. If you don't want to take part, then please don't comment on the video this week. You are free to send me a private message over on Instagram, or you can email me on scr1tno@outlook.com instead. So this is just for the giveaway, and I think maybe, I tell you what, can you tell me your favourite moment from my past episodes? Because that would be so much fun to read through. Be it vlogs or snippets or anything. So anyway, that's the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. As I said, there will be a few other little bits and pieces in there. I haven't pulled it all together yet. Right, so other prizes I need to give away is the Square a Day, which are going to be these beautiful minis that the lovely Jenny of Woolly Goodness donated ages and ages ago, and I've only just got round to adding them into my prize drawers, and they are so pretty. They've got a lovely little progress keeper on there too. So this is for the September Square a Day check-in, and we had 10 entries on, no, we had 11 entries on Instagram, on Ravelry, and 1 entry on Instagram, so that's between 2 and 12. Here we go, and I apologise to everybody whose Alexas are about to go off. Alexa, pick a number between 2 and 12, please.
Here's a number between 2 and 12. It's 6.
Oh, number 6. So who is number 6? Let's have a look. It's that one. Hold on, I need to pop you across there because I can't see. Oh, it's a corner to corner temperature blanket. And is Janie 500. So Janie, it is Jane. So Janie 500. Jane, and you're from the UK. Could you please get in touch? Congratulations. That'll be lovely. And then the Stripey sock cowl is a ball of opal. Oh, this is such a fun colourway. Is it one of the painters? I can't remember. Yeah, it's such a fun colourway, and a set of sock blockers that Lone, who is a lonely sock lady, kindly donated. Thank you very much, Lone. So if you are in for the Stripey sock cowl for September, that is between 2 and 41. I had one entry on Instagram. Let's just pop this back to the right page. There we go. Alexa, choose a number between 2 and 41, please.
Here's a number between 2 and 41. It's 6.
She likes number 6 today, doesn't she? Okay, that's going to be on the other page. That's going to be on the first page, funnily enough, it being number 6. Oh, and it's a second entry because it's used for London House yarns. And it's Lucy, who's Witty Lulu. Have you won before, Lucy? I seem to think you might have done. Also the UK, so if you can get in touch, I will get that off to you. So that's my prizes done. We'll get into the knitting. So day 1 is socks. So if you're new here, because I know I have picked up a few people during Vlogtober, I do a rotation of whips. So I use day 1 for knitting socks, day 2 for doing a cowl, day through to day 6, and it's 6 days, not 7, so that things roll a day, because some days I'm busier than others. For instance, today is Tuesday and I have guides tonight, so I have very little time to knit on a Tuesday. Today's project is the cowl, and I won't actually have time to do an awful lot on it this week, I don't think. So anyway, all that said, let's go into it. Day 1 is socks, and I have got a finished object this week, which I don't think this is a surprise. I have finished my Baby It's Cold Outside socks. I love this. This is a self-striping colourway from Kelly of Lay Family Yarn. They're not dyeing self-striping at the moment. I really hope that they start again at some point, because I love her self-striping. Well, you know I love Kelly's yarn full stop, but I love her self-striping yarn. And this colourway in particular, oh, just makes my heart sing. So I used West Yorkshire Spinner's milk bottle for the cuff and the heel, and the very tippy tip of the tiptoe. But otherwise I used every little bit of yarn of this self-striping ball. I've made a long pair already, and they're in my box of Christmas socks. So I thought I might have enough just to eke out a pair of shorties, which I'm glad to say I did. And I don't think I'm going to leave these as Christmas socks. I think I'm probably going to put them in my summer box of socks for next year, but I'll get back to you on that. So that's that one, and my other one I'm doing is also a Lay Family Yarn, and is in a bag that my lovely friend Kelly from Lay Family Yarn made me for my birthday. And this is the Rainbow Chronicles socks. The Rainbow Chronicles, if you don't know, is a knit along that has been run by Kelly Lay of Lay Family Yarn and Jules of So Sweet Violet, and it's been a year-long knit along, and we've been knitting various socks in the colour spectrum of the rainbow all year. And I'm now currently doing my October entry, and the knitting palette for that is an actual rainbow. It's a grey muted rainbow, and as you can see, I'm using the palette pack, which is a pack of 10 10-gram minis, and yeah, I'm loving how this is coming out. So this is, I knit my socks on 2 circular needles. I use 2.5mm, and Licky or Leica needles are my favourite needles. And oh, I'm loving this, absolutely loving this. I knit my socks concurrently. So I don't do 2 at a time, because I joined my socks together when I did that, and that was just annoying. So I have gone back to doing it 2 at a time, but concurrently, not joined together. And where my little pumpkin was on this one was where you saw this last week. So I've done a fair amount, and where my little Starbucks cup is there. I don't know where I got this from, but I love my little Starbucks cup. Is how much I've done on that one. I am just doing, I don't know whether I'm on to the 15 there yet or not, but I think I'm just about to finish my dust gusset decreases on that one. I finished my dust gusset decreases on this one, but I just haven't taken out my stitch marker yet. So I just can't decide whether, when I've reached the end of the 10 colours, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here, whether I'm going to start again at this end and go into the rainbow again, or whether I'm going to go back up. Actually, I know exactly what I'm going to do now. I am going to go back into the rainbow this end. I was just thinking I was going to go reverse the rainbow this side, but actually I think it's going to be too much of the blues and the greens all together and the purples. So I am going to go straight back into the top one again. Glad I did that. The camera made me look at that and go, oh yeah, no, I'm just definitely going to go back into the rainbow. I have 2 more colours to add. So I'm really enjoying knitting on these. I want to get these done because there are other things I wish to knit on. And this is hanging out in my Whimsy Stitches DPN Cozy. Only for some reason it wasn't, so I'm going to put that back. We're going to try and aim for a podcast this week where I don't leave half of it outside afterwards. Normally when I finish the podcast I look at my desk and the DBN cozies are all over my desk and I'm like, I don't know which one that's out of, and the patterns are out. I have on the odd occasion left yarn out as well, so I'm not very good when it comes to finishing talking about my projects at putting them away. Possibly because I'm sitting here rambling on whilst I do this, otherwise there'd be silence. Because wrangling what is effectively 8 needles into a DPN cozy is not easy. So that's day 1 socks. Thoroughly enjoying those. Hoping to get them done fairly quickly, which I'll talk about later when I've into other news. Right, so day 2 is this one. Is a cowl, and that's hanging out in my little Sherry Iris summer bag. Although this is not a summer project, this is very much a winter project. I am doing the Snuggle Down Cowl, which is a pattern by Jules Hill, who is So Sweet Violet. That's the details. And I am again using 2 circulars. Hold on, I need my ball of yarn out. I'm again using 2 circulars, so I've got half the stitches on one needle, which is a Knit Pro Symphony, and half the stitches on the other one, which is a Knit Pro Melody. So I'm switching from metal to wooden needles, but it's fine. So, and last time you saw my little happy drop, we were there. So I have done quite a bit on this week. Oh, I'm liking how that's looking in the camera. Oh, that's really pretty. I really like that. So the idea is, in here, it can get quite chilly during the day, and if you put the heating on, it's too hot. It gets roasting hot. So I'd rather be chillier and have knitwear on. I mean, who wouldn't? It's knitwear. But equally, it's more likely to stay awake. If I'm too hot, I'll fall asleep. So yeah, this is for wearing around the office. I might have to make a second one as well, but I really like this. So pretty. Right, so I am using Lay Family Yarn, Baby It's Cold Outside Floof, which is beautiful. It's so soft and squidgy. And I'm using Elm Tree yarns from their Fierce Rabbit mini set, and that's the one I'm using at the moment. It's very pretty. It's got some sparkle in this one, and that's how they're knitting up. And I really like how they're knitting up. I like how it's predominantly the blue theme. There is quite a lot of blue in the minis themselves, although not in this one. And the pinks are popping as well, which is just lovely. I just like how it's muted it, and soft and squidgy. Really like it. Now my little happy drop came from Scruffy Dog Eco. I really like it as well. It's such a little happy drop. So it's sitting on my project, keeping me company. And yeah, it's an easy, very, very easy knit. It's a very, very easy pattern to do. I did have a moment when I was trying to work out how to do the pattern, because I just didn't get it, and I was like, what am I not getting? This is supposed to be such a simple pattern. And then when I actually read the pattern, I read what I was supposed to do, I was like, oh well, obviously that's what you do. Oh dear. So that was just me being, there's nothing against the pattern at all, that was just me being stupid. And I love how it's knitting up and how it works up. So yeah, and this is what I've got to knit on today, which is just as well because it's I've got a lot of editing to do today with the podcast and with the vlog, because I haven't done yesterday's vlog yet either. My vlogs are going up a day late at the moment. I mean, some of them are going up quite a few days late at the moment because I didn't have any data over the weekend, but I'm not rushing to get them done of an evening. Right, so that's day 2, the cowl, accessories day, which is a cowl. Day 3 is my EDT. I did do a little bit of work on this. I'm beginning to run out of my first colour. This is all Sherry Iris yarn, and this was the June club colourway, which I think is Foxglove. It's really pretty. And I am in a muddle by the looks of it. Oh, I forgot, I've been increasing the sleeves, not just the back. I should have been increasing the front. And I've just been increasing the back, so I've had to play a bit of catch up with getting my numbers right. Hopefully it'll work out, because I'm not ripping all this out. And this isn't a... So this is the EDT by Isabel Kramer, and at the moment that's exactly what it is. I will modify it and have lace on the sleeves and the bottom. But for the moment, this is how it's looking. I am thinking that as I haven't increased the front, it might actually fit better, because the other one I had a problem with the neck, so it might actually fit better if I haven't increased the front, but I'm going to try and rectify that on the next and subsequent rounds. So I've only done 5 rounds, I think, 5 rows. But there's so many stitches on this now that doing a row takes forever. So yeah, it's quite a long, as you can see, there's masses of it. I think at this point there's over 400 stitches on here, so it is taking me a while to go backwards and forwards. But once I've done this bit, I'll be splitting off the sleeves, and then it's just the body, which will be a lot quicker. But it's so pretty. It's really difficult to show it to you at this stage because it's just too big and unwieldy, but that's sort of what it's going to look like. And I love the way the yarn's working up. I'm using 4mm higher bamboos, which my lovely friend Ellie from Craft House Magic is a stockist for them, so she's always a good place to source them. Yeah. So much fun. So pretty. Haven't really got much more to say about that because you see the same thing every week on that one, and I don't want to bore you with it. But I am making progress. It's just extremely slow progress because there's such long rows. I would like to get those rows done soon. So that's that one. It's hanging out. This is also a Sherry Iris bag. That's more of an autumnal one, this one. Or at least autumnal colours. So that's day 3. Day 4 is also hanging out in the Sherry Iris bag. And this is the Bowline jumper, which is a jumper by Tin Can Knits. I'm knitting the baby version for my grandson. And again, it has a little matching DP and Cozy. I'm using a little ball bag from, I can't remember who. It's got a label in here. Yep. Sewing Bee by D, it's called. And I was there when you last saw this. I am now there. This got bumped off its slot by the Stephen West MKAL. I'm using DK yarn from Hedgerow Yarns. I love how this is working up, it's really pretty. Yeah, and I'm about to, I think I've finished the body ribbing. It's a beautiful rib. It's like a 3x1 broken rib. It's really lovely. It's very difficult to work out where you are to start, but once you've got it started, it's really intuitive. And I love it. The pattern so far has been really good. Tin Can Knits patterns I would recommend. They hold your hand really well. So I'm about to split to do the back and the front, and then it's the sleeves. So yeah, I'm enjoying knitting this. Again, I'm using higher bamboos, and again I think these are 4mm. Yeah, they're 4mm. So it's so soft, really soft. I'm knitting this in the round. That's a very small circumference set of circular needles. But fun knit, recommend it. Not sure what I'm going to do with the neck yet because it's got quite a like a roll neck, and I'm not sure he would like that because he's not keen on having stuff around his face. So I'm going to have to modify the neck. I'm actually thinking I might do a V-neck on it because the front's knit separately. I might be able to wrangle a V-neck, but we will see. Or at least I'm just going to do like a neck like this, just a crew neck. This is not hand knit, by the way. This is next, I think. I was going to wear a hand knit jumper, but me and my wardrobe fell out because I need to tidy it up and I couldn't find what I was looking for, so I gave up and wore this because I decided I needed the time to record, not to look for my wardrobe. Right, so that's day 4. I'm just going to pause the camera for a moment. Day 5 is my Whitmore cardigan, and that's living in a Bags by Awesome Granny caravan bag. Thank you so much for all your kind comments about this cardigan. I know you're all enjoying it and I love it too. The yarn is by my lovely friend Kelly of Lay Family Yarn. It's the Kelly show this week. And I have been a collector of Kelly's yarn for quite a long while. And I've not been using it, so I'm now getting around to finally using my precious skeins, which is why you probably hear me mention her yarn and Sherry Iris's yarn quite a lot, and that is because I'm finally going, do you know what, life's too short, let's start knitting some of these. So having looked at that, I'm going to need to wind a ball of yarn up because I am nearly through this one. This is my second ball, I think, and I have finished, oh, that way round, I have finished the second sleeve. So I've done one sleeve, and I was where that little lady was, no, where the little man was. So I finished the cuff on that sleeve, so it's got 2 sleeves now, and I'm about to start going backwards and forwards on the body, and then it will be done. Which is exciting. Now, if you are a new viewer, I always, if I can, unless there's a really good reason not to, knit my sleeves as soon as I've split off for them. This is because I like to just be able to go backwards and forwards or round and round on the body and be done. I don't want to go back and do the sleeves. So I always put my sleeves on. It's also lighter because you haven't got all that body, so it's easier to wrangle for the sleeves. So I add my sleeves on next. So it's just now like a little tiny mini, almost like a little ballet cardigan, isn't it? But it will have a body. And the Whitmore is a pattern by Amy Loudon, who is the little tailoress. There is a Whitmore jumper which I have made, and a Whitmore cardigan. I'm loving this Whitmore cardigan. I can see more Whitmore cardigans in my future. In fact, I've got a giant DK stash there of various different coloured yarns. So I'm thinking of trying to kind of fade some of them together, which would be nice. And yeah, I love this. I want to get it finished, so I want to work on this. Again, we will mention all this in the upcoming section. So that is that one. Ooh. That's day 5. We're nearly there. Day 6. Right, so day 6 is normally blanket day. For the moment, temporarily, it is the Stephen West Mystery Shawl. So there, I'm doing Shawlography, the Mystery Knit Along 2021 by Stephen West. And if you do not want spoilers, please look away now. It is living in my dandelion and dogwood bag, and I am using Eden Cottage yarn. And now, if you remember, I did show you my little swatch. So that's my colour A. I decided when Stephen did his how best to place your colours video that I was going to do them as they are, which is A, B, C, D and E. So that's the order in which is really useful, because now I can just see this and know which colour I'm on. So this is A, B, C. This is colour D. This is the one that if you watched my vlog the other day, Smudge took a liking to and wouldn't give back to me. So it's looking a bit scruffy and pulled. That would be the cat. She's never like that normally, so I don't know what got into her, but yeah, she was definitely eating my yarn. This is colour AB, this is C. I have shown you these before, haven't I? This is A. This is B, which is kind of falling apart. And this is E. So it's sort of a greeny grey. So I've got a very muted colour pack for mine. I've seen so many out there. So I am going to show you where I've got to. But if you don't want to see it, please do make sure you're looking away. I haven't finished the entire clue. I'm on wedge 6. I'm actually on wedge 7 in fact. So that's the right side. So that's mine. Obviously when it blocks out you'll see the middle colours a bit better. So mine's going to be very much a muted one. But I do love it. I really love it. And I'm looking forward to doing my next sections. I am not using Stephen's method for weaving in my ends. I've tried that before on socks and I don't like how bulky it is, and as you know I'm a willing end weaver, so I'm just going to weave in my ends at the end of each section. So I will weave my ends in. But I love it. Stephen West has a really clever way, he calls it the Weave and Stephen way of weaving in his ends, but as I said it's not my favourite way of doing it. But I love this, absolutely love this. So that's my day 6, that's my progress so far. As I said, I have not finished it, the section yet, I am still working on it, and that is going to bring me neatly into my next section. And I can hear my next door neighbour's leaf blower, so I'm going to pause the camera, clear up my projects and come back when he's finished. Are you sitting comfortably? It's happy mail and I have so much happy mail. Yeah, it's everywhere. Let's just move some of it for the moment. I am going to probably do that in a minute. Let's do that one in a minute. First of all, I have a huge thank you to my lovely friend Kate and to everybody else who has sent their condolences on the loss of Luna. Your comments have really helped, and so many of you have lost your own animals, and I'm really sorry. It sucks. It sucks big time, and I've struggled with it, but your love and support has really helped. And my lovely friend Kate sent me a little happy mail prezi. And first of all, can I say I love this knitted sheep bag. I always think of this as a Christmas bag, but I'm going to start using it now because, and I'm going to call these when they're made, and I'm going to show you what's in here because it's absolutely beautiful. She sent me already made up, ready to go, 2 balls of yarn so that I can knit them 2 at a time with some really pretty contrast red. So that's my colours, isn't it? I love this. I particularly love this kind of really bright blue. And these are going to be called my Lunar Socks. So I'm going to make these my Lunar Socks. I'm putting these into the rotation very quickly. And this is actually Ice Queen by Twisted Limone. I love Twisted Limone yarn. So I am so touched that you have shared this with me. Thank you so much, Kate. So these are going to be my Lunar Socks. It's my favourite colours, and obviously Luna was a black cat, so very appropriate. And something you may or may not have noticed from the vlogs when you've seen him, he wears a red collar. So very much my Lunar Socks. So thank you, Kate. I'm going to enjoy knitting them and think happy thoughts of my extremely daft black cat. Right, so that's that one. Thank you, Kate. Now we're going to get on to normal happy mail. There is honestly so much of this. You're going to have to bear with me. So first of all, I'm going to do Sherry Iris's latest minis is Poppies and Brambles. And I've loved collecting these all this year. I have no idea what I'm going to make with them. I need to find something really lovely to make with all my Sherry Iris minis because I have got so many of them. Same with my Lay Family Yarn ones. Both of them I need to do something with. Oh, I love them. Love them. I might have to think of a year-long knit-along next year for using up minis that isn't a square a day. Oh, cool. I could do a... Well, okay. Put a pin in that thought, Sharon. So the next thing is the club. So this is the club yarn for... I'm going to go with September. Is it September's club? Yeah, September's club. And this is Autumn Arrived. So if you've not seen it, look away. Or if you've not got it, rather look away. It's so cute. I love the colours. I love, love, love them. And, you know, look. Yeah, works, doesn't it? So, really like it. And the artwork that goes is just super cute. So that's a little bit of artwork that goes with it, which will go on my wall behind me. You may have noticed I've got them all up there. Eventually I'm going to get them framed, but they fit really nicely in the little IKEA frames. I just haven't got round to it. And then this came with it, which I should just keep one of these on my desk to sniff when I get stressed, because the smell of lavender instantly calms me. So that's that one. Oh, there's another one there. I missed that one. So one's come with the club and one's come with the minis. So that's that. What should we do next? Next up is the lovely Laura, who is the Lonely Knitter. Very kindly sends me her club every month, which is her Scrappy Club. So this is Breaking Bad. So she dyes it with a TV programme as an inspiration. So this is Breaking Bad. I've not watched it. but I do love the dye colours. That's really pretty. I am making a jelly roll blanket out of all of these, but I haven't worked on it for a little while, so I need to get back to that at some point. Yeah, really pretty. Thank you, Laura. This is another club. So another club is Goody Yarns September Marvellous Monthly Minis Club, and I have the DK weight version of these. So if you've not had your September Marvellous Monthly Minis from Goody Yarns, that's Goody Yarns where you can find her. And that's the colours. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I am liking all the autumn vibes at the moment. So that's that one. And then finally, I teased you with this on the vlog if you watched it, which is so sweet, Violet. I had a bit of a spend up because Lovely Jules was having a sale of some of her items. So I got some little mini rainbow notes for my journal. I got some little Sweet Bunny rabbit notes for my journal. If you want to see where I put these, by the way, I'll probably put it in the vlog later. I got some, they're like paint colours cards. Do you know the ones that you use on your walls? You can get the colours. Again, for my journal. I got some washi tape, which is just a sort of a plain greeny one. So this and this is all going to go in my travel journal box, and that one I'm going to put in my everyday journal box. And then I've got some progress keepers and stitch markers. So I haven't opened these, so bear with me. Apparently I'm not opening them now either. My hand's not working very well today, it's cold. I have arthritis in my hands, and if they get chilly, they don't work as well as they should. So this is the first one. This is a little lime drink. So cute. And then on the same theme was these two. So that's a blueberry cocktail. And these are all for sale at the moment on Jules's website, So Sweet Violet's website. That's an orange cocktail. And then these are her latest, I love these, her crystal stitch markers sets, which I absolutely adore. And this is these are the autumn colour pack of the crystal stitch markers. I had the summer pack, and this is the autumn one. Very pretty. Excuse the coffee machine in the background. And then this is probably my favourite. Oh, it's a little pumpkin. I love it. So that's going to go into my autumn rotation now before we go through Halloween. So very pleased with all those. So that's that. So that's sort of the knitting related purchases. But also, if you followed my Vlogmas last year, and if you're new here, I do Vlogmas. I had a journal that was specifically a Christmas journal, where I stuck bits and pieces in. I made lists for families, for presents, to-do lists, food, and also when I got extra bits with my advent calendars, like my Sherry Iris advent calendar came with a little story. My Goody Yarns advent calendar came with a little fact about Christmas. I would stick those in as well. So I wanted another one for this year, so I thought I'd start looking early. I mean, I say early, I'm going to start writing lists soon, so I do need it before too long. And I chose this one. And A, it's bigger than I thought it would be, and B, it's fuller than I thought it would be. And it was only £20, and this was a complete bargain. They're normally a lot more expensive than that, and this is such a beautiful journal. Now, she hasn't got much on her website at the moment, but I will link her in the show notes down below. This is Fiona, who is Crystal Candy Cards. She's worth stalking. Maybe favourite her shop on Etsy, because her journals are beautiful. I can absolutely recommend them. So beautiful. And yeah, so we went for a blue theme. Me and my daughter Charlie were having a discussion, because last year I went for traditional red, and this year I saw this and I just thought, oh, I'm feeling the blue vibes, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And as I said, I'll use this for lists and for sticking in memories and photos, and it'll be Christmas this year. During Vlogmas, I will show you my completed one from last year, and you will see me filling this in during Vlogmas this year. There's tuck spots and cards and just beautiful papers, and this is a textured paper, and yeah, I just love it so much. I can honestly say I'm over the moon with this. So yeah, you will see this with me a lot over the coming months as I prepare for Christmas and for and to put stuff in for memories. So that is it for Happy Mail. I think you'll agree that's probably enough. So news from the knitting project. Right, I need to go off project for a little while. I have got the Stephen West make along going on. I have the Rainbow Chronicles socks going on, which I kind of need to prioritise so I can get them done in time. I have a test knit coming up that I'm doing for a very dear friend, and I want to focus on that. And I want to get my Whitmore done by the first weekend in December, because I am going to the Lay family retreat and I would like to wear it. So I have a few things that are deadlining. I would also like to do some Christmas knitting. So I am going to go off project now. If you are new here, I'm sorry. Please do go back and watch some of the other ones. You'll get the idea of what the project's about. But I call it going off project when I just start knitting randomly on stuff. I need to get my Rainbow Chronicles socks done. I would like to get my Stephen West and try and keep up to date with that. I have got this poor little gnome that is no further forward than the last time you saw her, because I haven't done any more, so I need to get that done. Oh, but I don't need to. I'd like to get that done. So I'm still going to do weekly podcasts. They just won't be necessarily in the day-by-day format. I can see, I don't think my cowl will fall off. I think I want to do my cowl because I want to wear that. My Edie will fall off because that's more of a spring project. The bowline I want to try and get finished for my grandson before he grows out of it, so I need to get that done. The Whitmore I'm doing, and goodness only knows what I'm doing with blankets right now. There was a huge urge to knit my Sherry Iris habitation blanket yesterday afternoon. Don't know where that came from. I was just sitting there cold. For some reason I'm lacking in blankets in the house. I mean, I have one down the caravan, but that's my camping one that I never have in the house anyway. I have lost a Cosy Memory blanket. I have one at the moment, which is on that chair behind me. Can you... that chair. It's on there. But I should have two. I don't know where my second one is. That's disappeared. So I'm lacking a little bit in blankets, which is insane. But... I need to get on that. I've got my Christmas blanket that is also deadlining now if I do want it finished by the 1st of December. I don't think that's going to happen, I'll be honest. I should have got that easily done. But talking of Christmas blankets, look at this. And I totally blame Pauline, who is, what's your Instagram? I'm going to name and shame you now, Pauline. Let's have a look. Hamidal Cottage Craft Room, Pauline Whitaker. So she's Hamidal Cottage Craft on Instagram, and that's Pauline. Give her a follow. She's got a lovely feed. She's also doing the MKAL. Oh, yours is looking so pretty. I need to catch up. But she showed this on Instagram and I fell in love completely. Immediately downloaded the pattern and hopped on Wool Warehouse and bought myself some Starcraft DK. And I'm going to be making that. Oh, how beautiful is that? I think there's going to be a few bits and pieces on there that I've not done before crochet wise, so I'm interested to see what's going to happen. But I think mostly it's just different styles of granny squares. Oh, it's so beautiful. So I immediately downloaded this, immediately bought the yarn, and I totally blame Pauline. And she knows I blame her. So there you go, guys. Yet another blanket. So this pattern is by Marion Mitchell of Wool Thread Paint. I hold it there. There we go. I downloaded this off of her website. It is a paid for pattern, so I cannot show it to you too much, but oh, it's so pretty. And I loved her colours. Her colours are so me. So it's definitely going to be a bit of a blue themed Christmas here. So this obviously is not going to be done by this Christmas. I'm not even going to try to do that. So that is definitely on my radar to do. And I want to get my other Christmas blanket started so I can start my new Christmas blanket. I'm hoping to do my Bat and Bird blanket as my square a day next year. But maybe not. I might do my Hetero Yarns one. We will see. We will see. Also, I am away on holiday now next week. I'm going away on Friday. I'm back the following Friday, and whilst I'm away, I'm in Brack Farm, which is where we stayed before in Norfolk with no signal. We are trying to source different SIM cards to see whether I can upload, so at least I'd be able to get the vlogs uploaded. I'm not going to attempt to upload a podcast, so there will be no podcast for me. Obviously today you've got one, but next week. Which, should I just give you the heads up of the date? So there will be no podcast on the 24th. Okay, so on Sunday the 24th, I'm really sorry, there will be no podcast. I won't have time to upload it when I get back, and yeah, I'm on holiday for a week, but I will be vlogging. So hopefully, again, you may not get the vlogs. You might do, you might not. If not, hopefully they'll all upload, so you'll have loads of things to watch on the Sunday anyway. I'm also thinking of maybe starting a Patreon. What's our people's thoughts on Patreon? Please let me know, not down below, because obviously, I actually could do that, couldn't we? Because I could just use that as part of the giveaway as well. So, favourite moment from podcast and your thoughts on Patreon, please. I always said I'd never make people pay for my content, but equally I need a new camera. I have got a Ko-fi account if you would like to support the podcast, but I could really do with earning some money for the podcast through the podcast. So I am thinking of Patreon. I'm thinking of, I've got some notes somewhere. I don't know where there it is, my planner is, bear with me. So I have got some notes of things I was thinking of including. Maybe doing some interviews, so doing a conversation with, which won't be an interview as such, it'll just be me and a friend getting together and having a chat. Meet the family and family diary, so, you know, my mad family. Perhaps just do a profile on them. I don't know how interesting that will be for everybody. Doing some tutorials, because I'd like to do my Cosy Memory blanket tutorial again. That is on a Vlogmas episode. I found that the other day. And doing my 2 circular needles. I am literally being distracted by a squirrel. There is a squirrel just there. Hold on, I'm going to video said squirrel for the vlog. There you go, so you can look on the vlog and you'll be able to see it. Vlogging whilst podcasting. Oh dear. Oh, he's not going anywhere, he's just sitting there. He's very pretty. Right, sorry. In other crafts, so I journal, I'm doing some English paper piecing, I'm doing some embroidery, you know, I thought I could include that, and then balloon diaries when we've got balloon meets, maybe go into that a bit deeper, and basically anything else you think you might like to know or watch, or I mean, I could do cooking, but my cooking is very... basic's the wrong word, but I don't cook from the book. I did think I would start a series. Actually, I'm going to put that on there, cook from the book. I did think about this. I was going to do it for Vlogtober, but I didn't get my bumming gear, and I wasn't going to say bum then, I was going to say something much worse. And then I had to think about that one. I didn't get myself organised enough to do that, but my thoughts were I was just going to grab a random cookbook. Now I'm sure I'm not the only one that has many cookbooks on their shelves. I was going to grab a cookbook and cook something from that book that week, and kind of do that for all my cookbooks, so that I could actually go through them a bit and refamiliarise myself. So I thought that might be fun, and call it Cook from the Book, because I never do. So I could video that. So let me know your thoughts. I mean, obviously I could also do the lowest tier, could be just getting the podcast earlier, because I record on a Monday. That is now an option, although today is Tuesday, but we'll gloss over that. That is an option. It's normally ready to go by sort of Wednesday, Thursday, so I could upload it and say that you could watch it on Thursdays. My camera battery is about to die. Well, that's just rude. Bear with me. It's the only problem with vlogging as well, the batteries die. And the other thing I thought of doing was a sort of a monthly Zoom with people on certain tiers. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think, if any of that would be of interest. Okay, so any other news? I'm on holiday for a week. I'm really looking forward to that. Could do with the break. My busy period at work has now evened off, thankfully, although I have got a busy day today. So I need to get this wrapped up, really. I am vlogging. I am doing Vlogtober. I hope you're enjoying that. Sorry, I'm just... This, my fabulous friend Kelly of Lay Family Yarn had made for me. Isn't it brilliant? And I am drinking peppermint tea. Teapigs peppermint tea, which is my favourite peppermint tea. I have a dodgy tummy today, and that always sorts it out. I'm a very big advocate of all things peppermint tea because it seems to sort all that sorts of ailments out. So yes, I am vlogging at the moment, so if you're joining me on those, I hope you're enjoying them. As I said, when I'm away, I don't know whether I'll be able to upload or not. I am going to try. I am now repeating myself, so I think that's probably time to go. I do not have vlog at the end of this because I am vlogging daily, and you know, quite frankly, I'm sure you've seen enough of me for 1 week. So I hope you're all okay wherever you are. Take care, and I will see you next week. No, I won't. I won't see you next week. I'll see you the week after, but I will see you next week for the vlogs.